Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. So I have a bit of a project share for you today. I made some fabric and lace clusters yesterday, mostly lace, and just thought I would share these with you. My plan is to use these for tab, what do you call that? Tab holders, tab toppers. And so yeah, I made 8 of them. And they were a lot of fun to make, but easy. Just took the scraps that I had and then kept working them until I liked what I had there. And then I did sew mine. It's not a have to, but I wanted to, and I was working with needle and thread anyways, so I decided to go ahead and do that. So that was enjoyable, and yeah, I like that. So hopefully I will remember to use them. I have a habit of making small things and then forgetting about them. All right, and then I finished this project. And this project was inspired by Carol at Carol's Wonky Stitching. And it's a wonky house. And I started it months ago, and I finally saw it yesterday and put it on my finish list. So did that. And then this was also inspired by Carol. We're doing a page for a month, so every month we do a page, and I was going to do something else for February, but then I saw these tulips that Peg from Craft Room Stories reminded me about, so I figured I better start those and get a handle on it so that I can say that I've actually done some. So these are the tulips, and so this may be my February page, but it could also be my March page. We don't have tulips here yet. It's not warm enough. So anyways, I thought I would show you how that tulip comes about. And I thought I was recording earlier already, and so I've used up most of my thread, but I can show you maybe a small one yet. Anyways, I will link the tutorial in the description box of who I saw do this, and they did it pretty quickly. You know those reels on Facebook? Anyways, they used a pencil and they had it there the whole time. I wanted something smaller than a pencil, so I got my seam ripper. Then I took it out for the very first section here because I wanted to see that I was actually getting them close together. And then this is kind of fiddly in the sense that you have to coordinate a few different things at once. So you have to hold this still. You have to hold your thread. I'll try to come up a bit so you can see. All right, so in the video, they kept moving the pencil back and forth, but I didn't understand that they were coming absolutely really close to where they came down, or vice versa. Very close together in the back, actually. So I didn't notice they were that close together at first. I did see them moving the pencil quite a bit, but I didn't understand why they were moving it back and forth quite that much. All right, so I'm just going to make a tiny one. I'm going to do this one like just 4 wraps. The other ones were 6. I don't want to get my thread in my needle wrapped in the other thread. Sorry, that's not really English. Okay, so I'm just going to park my needle there. And then I'm going to come with the green and just kind of continue. I will do 2 wraps in the green. And I somehow have to get it to come out. And you want them really close together. I see there that I missed getting very close to the other one, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to just slip that off. And then I'm going to grab the green again, and I'm just going to come up where you would want your stem to be. So roughly there. And try not to pull it tight at this point. Just look to see how much thread there is. Don't want the loops in front to collapse right about now, so pull that through and then pull that down. And yeah, it's slanted because sometimes tulips grow crooked. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but I have noticed that. Okay, so you see how pointy that is? Nothing wrong with that necessarily. But if I didn't want that pointy, I would have to just be more careful where I put my needle in the first place. And what I want to do is just show you, if I had not done them so close together, there would have been a gap there. And so if I wanted to close the gap, if I had left a gap here, look at that, magically one appears. So what I would do then, first of all, I pulled something too tight, so now it's not sitting nicely. Oops. Yeah, so I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a relaxing and enjoyable weekend. We got some snow, but it's mostly melted, so that's good. Okay. So, if you had a gap, which I kind of do, I would come back up here and then make a V. So I would hold on to the thread there. Then I would go back down, and then I would come back up where I want my fill in there to stop, which is right there. So as I pull the needle up, it's going to catch this thread, like so, filling up that gap, and then I will secure that. It kind of worked, kind of didn't, but that's called a V-stitch, and that's what I would do to fix that. And then secure the thread. And that was 6 strands of floss. So yeah, one thing I always think about tulips is that they're kind of top heavy, so they do like to slant. So that's pretty accurate right there. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you for stopping by, and yeah, I hope you like that. Let me know if you have tulips on your embroidery to-do list. All right, we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.